Hey guys, we're here with
Poolgirl,
and we've invited them to dig into CKUT's massive music library to help get a sense of what's shaped their sound. If you could describe your band and sound in 3 words, what would they be?
scrappy delirium punk.
Okay, so now we're gonna dig into them as individual members and see if Scrappy Delirium Punk reflects that. All right, we're here with...
I'm Randy.
Can you introduce yourself? What's your role in the band?
I do vocals in Poolgirl.
How do you get involved with the band?
Well, we all kind of met, I guess, through social media. Like, it was Gwenna's idea to start the band, and then we were mutuals on Twitter, so that's how it started.
All right, well, let's talk about these pigs. Can you take us through them?
Okay. So the first one I chose is... I just found this, but it's Charlotte Cornfield.
She may think you're clean, but I know that you're filthy.
She is a Toronto-based artist, and she's actually like a friend of my sister's. So I think, I could be wrong, but I think my sister might have drummed on this, a few songs on this. But the song that the song that I like is Construction on the Street. And I would go see her when I was in like high school and be really blown away by her songwriting. Nice. So yes.
And your second one?
This is Liz Phair. It's the album Whip Smart. I was looking for Exile in Guyville, but I couldn't find it. But this is a really good album as well. And I think similar to Charlotte, I just really like her songwriting. It's kind of funny, but also very vulnerable, and she uses a lot of I guess you could say insults, which I really like, and I feel like I kind of incorporate that in my songwriting as well, although not maybe as well, but I really like the song Whip Smart. Well, yeah, this album is Whip Smart, but that's a good song on it.
Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Manya. I'm in Poolgirl.
What do you play?
I play rhythm guitar and the tiniest little bit of backing vocals.
Okay, so how do you get into guitar?
I started on bass, and then when I learned to drive, my dad took me to the Guitar Center, and I got my first guitar. It was pink. It was super cute. I got another one since then, but I really just picked it up for the band. It's like really punk the way I like didn't know how to play guitar, but like I know how to play guitar, I think, now a bit more.
Wait, damn, so you're like self-taught then?
Yes. Wow. On my string instruments, yes.
What like helped you learn, or like any specific songs?
Well, my best friend actually back home, his name's Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy if you ever see this. He's actually coming to visit me, yay. Aww. But he played guitar, he's cracked, okay? So I just kind of picked up a lot from him. Anytime I needed help, like, learning something, I would just hit him up because I would just use tabs. Nice. Yeah. Honestly, and like listen to things because I'm a vocalist actually, like by major, so I'm pretty good at like, I think I'm okay at picking up things by ear, so I just like do tabs and then by ear and then just kind of ball out. Again, really punk.
That's awesome. Okay, so then how do you get into like vocal stuff?
I just always been into it. I was always screaming over everyone in like elementary school choir. I just always been into it, and then I auditioned to McGill, and they were like, yeah, come on in.
Yes. Can you show us your albums so we can know a little bit more about what influenced you?
Okay, so first, I'll start off with Bratmobile. I think this really speaks to the artistry we do in Poolgirl. I feel like it's very like simple while being like powerful, and I really like that more simplistic style of playing while like shouting and just like being so sarcastic all the time, you know?
Okay, that's awesome. And then your other one?
My other one, I resonate with this one because I'm just like, it's very Montreal DIY. I found this album 2 summers ago when I was organizing this very library. Wow. Okay, isn't that crazy? And they do everything on synth. They use like the same keyboard synth, and they just rock. They rock so hard.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Rachel, and I play drums for Poolgirl.
Nice. And how did you get into drumming?
Good question. I mean, I played guitar first, and then I just thought drums were really cool and loud and fun, and I was like, I want to do that, I want to try that, and then I did.
So you've been into music for a while.
Yeah.
So then please show us your albums.
So I have Oracular Spectacular by MGMT. And Good News for People Who Love Bad News by Modest Mouse. I just picked these two because I discovered them like around when they came out, and then rediscovered them kind of like recently, like within the past 5 or 6 years, and I still regularly listen to them. So it's just like two that I come back to pretty often.
Well, do you have any other things that have influenced your sound, personal musical career?
I mean, I would just say like the various people that I've studied with and played music with. Like, for example, Poolgirl doesn't necessarily make a specific type of music that that I was seeking out. It's just that that's the sound product that we create together. And so I just kind of bounce off other people, and that's how it works for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll all float on anyway. Well,
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Laura, and I play lead guitar in Poolgirl.
Okay, nice to meet you. So how do you get into guitar?
I think I started taking classical lessons when I was around 9 or 10, and then I always just kind of stuck with acoustic guitar, but really Poolgirl kind of brought me back to the guitar. I'd taken a little bit of a hiatus from it to learn other instruments at the time, but yeah.
How does that feel, like having this band like brought you back into guitar? Like, did you miss it? Did it feel nostalgic?
Well, I didn't think that I would love it as much as I do, but especially once we started playing shows in Montreal, I really fell in love with the guitar again, and I discovered a whole new passion for it, so grateful.
That's really sweet. That's sweet. Okay, well, let's talk about your albums. Can you show me the first one?
Yes, so the first one I grabbed is Oh My Heart by Mother Mother.
in your arms tonight.
How has this influenced you? How has this shaped your sound?
Well, I first became a fan back when I was pretty little. Since Mother Mother is from a small island that's kind of across the ocean from my hometown, I got into them really early on when I was probably 8 or 9 years old, and I've just been a fan ever since. I've met them a few times, and I've seen them every time that they've been in my area, so it's just kind of a classic album for me.
That's awesome. Show me the second one.
So the second one I grabbed was 22 A Million by Bon Iver. I got into this album when I was nearing the start of high school, around grade 9, and it was kind of the first album that I heard and really got into that was really electronic and just lots of fragments of sound as opposed to actual full songs. So I just found it really interesting at the time, and it's always just stuck with me.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, you, don't you think it's kind of cute that
Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Gwenna, and I play bass.
So you're the one that started the band, right?
I did. It started on Twitter, actually.
Whoa, okay, please tell me more.
Yeah, so I tweeted I had been wanting to start like a band for a while, and I tweeted, and I was like, hey, any of you sick freaks want to start a band? And then Randy responded and was like, yes, DM me. And I had already was kind of friends with Manya, so got Manya on board, and then Rachel responded to not a DM, like an Instagram story, and then we needed a guitarist, like a lead guitarist, and we just kind of found Laura, and Rachel suggested Laura, and we called her immediately, and then yeah. So I grabbed Metric Fantasies. My mom's favorite band of all time is Metric, and I started listening to them when I was like a teenager, I guess, and they helped me kind of get more into practicing songs on the bass instead of just practicing the bass, you know?
What got you into bass? Like, how'd you learn?
Oh, I started playing at a girls' rock camp in Ojai, California. Yeah, my parents sent me there, and they were like, you're allowed to dye your hair one time to go to this rock camp. And then I went, and then I came back and I never went back.
Nice. Yeah.
So my second one is Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 6 and Romeo and Juliet Overture. I am a classical flutist, actually, so that's my major. I'm going to be a master of the flute. The Romeo and Juliet Overture, we played it when I was, like, probably 15 or 16, but I was, like, you know, a junior in high school, and everything in my life was falling apart. And it's a really pretty overture. I think it's my favorite of the Romeo and Juliet overtures, so, yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much. That's awesome. So, what are the albums that you guys picked out that have shaped your band sound?
I can start, no biggie. I picked out Sleater Kinney because I like a lot of their albums. This isn't my favorite one, but that's totally okay. This one also totally rocks, you know? I think this is just like one good representation of what that may look like, sound like, you know?
I picked The Bends by Radiohead because personally, I'm a huge Radiohead fan, and I think a few of us in the band are. I picked this album specifically because I love the energy from this album, and I always try to emit the same energy when we're recording together as a band, or when I'm improvising guitar solos on the fly while we're on stage.
Okay, so I have Reject All American by Bikini Kill. I think when we started the band, or / when Gwenna first reached out to us, one of like the main inspirations was definitely the riot grrl movement. Both Gwenna and I actually read the Kathleen Hanna's like autobiography recently, and I think a lot of her experiences, like personal experiences, is what makes the music so inspiring. It's very political, and it's like still relevant to some of the themes that we read about, I guess. So yeah.
Okay, well, that's awesome, guys. Is there any local artists that have shaped your guys' sound at all?
So we played a show with Kingdom of Birds, which is a band from Toronto. Yeah. And I don't know the name of the song that they played, but it was a really cool song where they had just really loud sections and then suddenly it shrank to a really quiet sound. And that really inspired me to help write our song You Make Me Sick, which will be out eventually on streaming services. So
I also really feel inspired by the stage presence of truck violence.
And I guess I would say Birds of Prey. I just think like as a whole, whenever we've played together, our energy is just really complementary. And also I really like the little riffies that they always have. I feel like Clarence always has really nice riffs in there.
We played with a band called Lucy's Delirium. And I think what we all really liked about them was just like, I feel like they're very experimental. And they have a very like DIY attitude to like picking up music, I think similar to us, and they played our first show, so they took a chance on us.
Second to final question for you. The fans want to know, why Poolgirl?
So we've had multiple various versions of like a gigantic list of words that sound cool together, and there were some that were like, okay, yeah, this is a really good one. Other people like wouldn't like it, and we just like went back and forth for a while like that, and then finally we settled on Poolgirl, and everyone was like, yeah. We totally forgot there was a band called Girl Pool, and then when we remembered it, we were just like, okay, well, it's not the same thing, so we're still Poolgirl.
Do you have anything coming up that you want to share?
Yeah. Okay. We have a single coming out May 27th. It's called Triple A, and we're very excited about it.
Well, thank you so much, Poolgirl.
Thank you. This was so fun.